I cried before, man, because I know that Allie Carter gonna be the last time we ever see a real victim tell her testimony. All these other testimonies, fake and phony, they've been orchestrated by the entertainment industry to keep these celebrities safe. If it wasn't for Allie Carter, nobody would have ever stepped forward and said the things that she said. And I'm hurting because don't nobody know where she is. Her final words predicted that Diddy was gonna get out of jail and the trial was gonna be phony because there's way too many billionaires that was at his parties. They want to make it all about Cassie. But they ain't talking about the real victims, people like Allie Carter. I heard the testimony of Capricorn Clark, and it don't sound nothing like what Allie Carter was talking about. That lady was lying, and Diddy nodded his head at her because they all in the same group. Why is it that everybody that testified was employed by Diddy? It's sort of like he called them up and asked them for a favor to play along with their game. These secret societies trying to keep their secrets. They'll be damned if the public know about the real freak-off parties. We got to talk about what happened to Allie Carter. And we got to do this tonight because time is running out. There's so many girls that go missing and people don't even take the time to look into what may have happened. They probably figure she hit the streets, wanted to make some easy cash, selling some easy ass. But I doubt if that's what happened to Allie Carter. We got to get into the testimonies of these people that went up there to testify against Diddy. They said Gene Dill got his ass beat outside the courthouse today. We're going to be talking about that too. But in order to really understand what's going on with this trial and why the real victims are being silenced, Jaguar Wright had so much clout, so much power before the Diddy trial. It's like they systematically shut her down. I watched it happen. 1 minute, they was bigging her up. The next minute, she ain't nowhere to be found. Same thing with Allie Carter. And these are people that have been speaking the truth for a long time. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into the show. But before we do that, y'all need to do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the show, man.
Says former assistant Capricorn. Sean Diddy Combs says former assistant Capricorn Clark taking the stand in his trial today. It's week 3 of his sex trafficking trial. Clark testifying she was kidnapped, she says, by Combs in 2011, forced to go to the rapper Kid Cudi's home after Combs found out Cudi was dating Cassie. Now, Clark says Combs showed up at her house with a gun, telling her to get dressed and, quote, "We're going to kill Cudi." Okay, let's bring in our legal expert on all of this, Randy Zellen, former prosecutor, current criminal defense attorney. You know, if you've been watching, he's been raising questions about the prosecution's case, and I don't know if any of those were answered today. We'll get to that at the end. Let me go through some, good to see you again, Randy.
Thank you.
Some of the specifics on this. On the Suge Knight stuff, okay? So there's a rival, of course, of Diddy, Suge Knight. So this woman, Capricorn Clark, who worked for Diddy for years, says that Diddy threatened to kill her. This is the quote. "He told me that he didn't know that I had anything to do with Suge Knight if anything happened."
Now look who they choosing the victims to be. Look who they picked to be a victim. I want y'all to take a good look at this man before we continue on. I need y'all to see his face. I need y'all to see the man they selected to be a victim in the Diddy trial. Out of all of the rappers that Diddy allegedly sodomized, screwed over, took their money, took their girls, did them bad, out of all of the rappers that allegedly lost their lives because of Diddy, this is who they selected to take to the trial of the century. Can't tell me he not in on it. If they can get him to put on the dress and go on Saturday Night Live, they can get him to come down to the court and say whatever it is that they want him to say just to hide the real victims. They wouldn't have Allie Carter go up in that courtroom and say what she been saying for the past I don't know how long. It's sort of like they got people that go along with the system that's already integrated into the madness. You can't tell me that Diddy didn't freak off with Kid Cudi and Cassie. He too much of Diddy's type. He a wild boy. Y'all seen Diddy on Halloween with Tyler the Creator, right? They was partying that night. I ain't buying it. They want Kid Cudi to be the star witness. How did he earn the right? It's a privilege for him to be a part of this shit show that's going on. It ain't nothing but a circus. While real people out there suffering, getting caught up in trafficking, people out here missing, they got the man. And I ain't gonna keep talking about him wearing a dress, cause that's his prerogative. I'm just saying. He all the way in the system. Y'all know 90% of the black people that go on SNL is allegedly sellouts. And I don't believe that's the case, because Eddie Murphy ain't never been no sellout, ain't never put on no dress, ain't never get caught out there with no gender benders or whatever. But they picked him, y'all. He's their guy. He the one that's helping them run the show. What a coincidence. I'm gonna shut up about it. Let's get back into this.
He would have to kill me because, you know, apparently took her to Central Park. She had worked for Suge Knight before. He finds out she used to work for him and, you know, allegedly threatens to kill her. Pick up on that if it's significant at all.
Just an eensy-weensy problem here. That apparently took place in 2004.
Yeah, right when he hired her. Yep.
In 2024, which by my math, and I went to summer school for math, is 2 decades later, she's trying to get her job back as the chief of staff. So much for the fear, the intimidation, the threats, the coercion.
That's because she's still working with this man, like I said, yo. She came back looking for employment 2024 in April. They ain't never say they ain't give her a job. She came and spoke with his lawyers as soon as the Cassie trial got started. So it's looking like they put her on the payroll to go up there and go along with this BS narrative that Diddy ain't have nothing else going on besides Cassie. That's the picture that she painted. She don't know nothing about no other women. All she know is that Diddy and Cassie had a whole lot of drama. As his personal assistant, that's all she witnessed. She ain't see nothing about no other celebrities, no other billionaires coming through the whole time she was with him. And she's credible because she been on the payroll for a long ass time. Why is she back in the picture and he don't fire her and let her go and all that? I'm pretty sure they had to rehearse this shit for the months that they was prepping for the trial. It's not like this is all spontaneous and they just showed up and ready to, you know, go off of the top with this stuff. This stuff been rehearsed behind closed doors. They all there. When I say this, you say that. When you say that, I say this. It's all rehearsed. They ain't got no cameras in there because people to see that they reading from cue cards and shit. It's all orchestrated. If it was an organic trial, they would have cameras up in there. Look, this man he reading off the cue cards. And look what she got in front of her. Some damn cue cards. They actors putting on for the public while them billionaires somewhere happy that their name ain't getting brought up in the trial. And they could sleep at night because it ain't got nothing to do with them, you know. And the reason why I made this video is because there's a young lady out there that been telling the devastating truth about her childhood and the things she experienced at the hands of celebrities. Now, I don't know if it's 100% true, but her testimony should be heard over these testimonies that they displaying in court. And it seemed like I'm the only YouTube channel that's trying to do her some justice. So I need y'all to hit the like button for that at least, man. Because people don't care about no Allie Carter. They don't care nothing about her. I said she been missing. People act like they don't care. Y'all need to listen at this, man.
Crucial for the case against one of the biggest names in music. She was actually going under a pseudonym like 3 other witnesses in the case. But she decided to waive that right and reveal her identity in her testimony. But now she's MIA. The federal prosecutors don't know where she is. Her lawyers don't know where she is. And the prosecutors are using her testimony in the opening statement on May 12th. That's not that far away. For now, she's known as Victim 3, and she was subpoenaed, which means that she is required.
For those who...
Hold on, y'all. So they saying that Allie Carter was supposed to be victim number 3, but she went missing. And I read earlier today that victim number 3 wasn't nowhere to be found. So what did they do with victim number 3? You know, especially if ain't nobody seen her. A testimony would have been crucial in this trial, but they want the people they want, and the people that they don't want, hell, they just go missing. So we got to try to get to the bottom of this, because tomorrow they're going to bombard us with a whole bunch of nonsense, and they're going to keep on pouring it on. And before you know it, the real people, they're going to be drowned out by all of this, man. I already see it happening in the blogs. The narrative done completely changed. Look, victim number 3 is not expected to testify in Combs' federal criminal trial, the sources say. So they not saying she wasn't going to testify today and they'll get with her later. They saying that she ain't going to be testifying, period. A woman identified as victim 3 in Sean Diddy Combs' federal criminal case is not expected to take the stand in the trial, according to a source familiar with the case. She didn't want to testify, the source said, not providing any further details. So they just shut that down. Victim 3 was referenced in the government's superseding indictment as part of the racketeering conspiracy count. The indictment states that Combs and his associates wielded his power through his business empire to intimidate, threaten, and lure at least 3 female victims, victim 1, 2, and 3, and we ain't seen not one of them yet, under the pretense of a romantic relationship, and coerce them into engaging in commercial sex acts. Persecutors allege some of these sex acts, known as freak-offs, involve male sex workers who were transported across state lines. So he put the nigga in the Uber, and he come from New Jersey to New York, and that's what's gonna put him away for life. He put a BBC nigga on the plane from California and bring him out to New York, dap him up at the airport, hop in the limousine. He just committed a felony because he flew some niggas out. That's what they saying, y'all. But we got to get back into this. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go.
And all of that nonsense that the government is throwing at this poor jury. Again, what do we see? A monster. He's not charged with being a monster. He's charged with discrete offense conduct.
Right.
He's charged with sex trafficking, running a criminal enterprise, and bringing prostitutes across state line. Whether he wants to kill Suge Knight or the guy who invented the sugar daddy, what's the difference? He's not charged with those crimes.
Let me ask you about how running this criminal enterprise as his business, allegedly, which would be
By the way, and what was the business and where is the profit? There's been absolutely zero mention that this criminal enterprise, like any other criminal enterprise, was actually used to make money through force or coercion.
Did any of this back and forth about his threats against Cuddy? So she claims she was kidnapped, by the way.
Makes him jealous.
Because he was jealous.
He's not sure.
They playing good cop, bad cop. They getting ready to butter y'all up. So they trying to calm the public down. They putting the medicine in your juice so y'all can accept the fact that y'all been played with and toyed with. They about to pull out. They done had their fun. They done rocked your box. They about to release all up in you, and they gonna pull out, and you gonna be pregnant with a Diddy baby, and they not paying child support. You gonna be a single mother of this Diddy bullshit that you've been dealing. You gonna have to deal with it for the rest of your life. Accept the fact that you sat there and took it while they played with your brain with this nonsense. Look, the powers that be. This look like something out of the Matrix, man. Agent 1, Agent 2. It's a bunch of agents out here. And it done spilled over into the public because people don't want to wake up out of the nonsense. People rather be lullabied to sleep because I don't think the public would have been able to handle if that hardcore, raw truth would have came out. People would have felt too entitled. And people already feel too entitled. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got a YouTube, a Instagram, a TikTok, a Twitter. Everybody feel like their opinion matters. So if they would have really laid it all out for the public, that would have gave the public too much ammunition. It would have been too many. It would have been too many. It's already too many journalisms out here, journalists or whatnot out here. That would have just opened the floodgates if they would have exposed all the celebrities. Ticket sales would have went down, album sales, people would have stopped streaming. You put on Tyrese, you'd be like, oh, turn that nasty motherfucker off. They put on Genuine, oh, turn that nigga nasty. He did Blase with Missy Elliott and Timberland. They turned Aaliyah on hot like fire. Like they said she was burning. Rest in peace, but turn Aaliyah off. It'll fuck up the whole economy. People won't want to watch movies no more. They was trying to expose the dude from Menace to Society. They said he was banging Jamie Foxx. People don't want to see Menace to Society no more. Kane was banging Django in real life. People can't process that type of stuff. So they getting ready to put that pacifier back in your mouth. And this is how they doing it right here. Y'all got to look at this, man.
So she claims she was kidnapped, by the way.
Makes him jealous.
Because he was jealous.
He's not charged with being jealous.
And Cassie, who was, with Kid Cudi, says, hey, where are you? And she says, she being Capricorn Clark, she's testifying today, she says, Puffy, she called him Puffy. Puffy came out and got me with a gun and brought me into Cudi's house to kill him. And Sean Combs says, who were you talking to? What phone number is this? So, she was trying to use it. The backstory on that, just real quick, she was using a number,
right,
a fake number for Cassie, and he was trying to figure it out.
And what does any of that have to do with these charges?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Is there anything there that these...
If it was Cassie's boyfriend, it was Diddy's boyfriend, period. You can't convince me nothing otherwise. If Cassie was seeing the man, Diddy was seeing the man. Why would she have to hide anything from him when he'll pay a man to come over and freak her off? How he gonna be jealous of Cassie being involved with another man? If anything, he wanna sit and watch. They all sat down and came up with a way to shut the conspiracy theorists down. And it's working like a charm. Look at this, man. If Cassie was banging him, Diddy was banging him too. Whatever they put together, they did it as a trio. They had a menage conversation about how this all gonna go down. They trying to hide this picture when Cassie leaned her big pregnant belly up on Diddy and he rubbed her belly in the courtroom. They trying to keep this picture out of the news. They don't want y'all to see them pictures when they got in the huddle, like they was at a football game discussing their next move. That's what they not trying to disclose. It's people like Ali Carter out here, missing, somewhere suffering. Don't nobody know where she at. Here go Diddy in the studio with Kid Cudi. On the last train to Paris, they partying together, hanging out, going over music, working on songs. He seen that man wearing a dress. He sat on Diddy's lap allegedly, no problem. He all about that zest life. He wanted to see him freak off with Cassie. He told him to get in the studio with Cassie. Y'all get together and y'all make puppies, and he slammed the door on the both of them. Can't tell me that Diddy ain't want this man, and you can't tell me that this man ain't want Diddy. And Cassie just the cream in the middle of their Oreo sandwich. And I ain't trying to be zesty about it, but the story they made up for the public is a lot better than them all being together in a menage. How Diddy knew where this man lived at? Unless he went over there. He been over there before. Why they ain't talk about that in the trial? How the fuck did Diddy know where Kid Cudi lived at? He put it in the GPS. He Googled it. He told Siri to take him to Kid Cudi house. How he knew where that man was at if he ain't never been over there before? Talking about he broke in the house. How he knew where the cameras and shit was at? It sounded like he lived with Kid Cudi, or he been over there often. They freaked together a whole bunch of times. But that's Negro here. Hey, they got to work as a team on this thing. And this is another thing. Let me show y'all something. Hold up. Excuse me, man. I'm still eating that damn holiday food. That damn that barbecue from yesterday. It don't get no more loyal than Dawn Richardson, y'all. He had her with the band. She went from Danny the Kane to Diddy Dirty Money. She known for taking dirty money. They had a whole group about it. This bitch would take the money under the table. Whatever he need her to do, some dirty work, she'll do it for Diddy. He need her for the trial to come in there and paint Cassie out to be the victim. Dawn is on the job. It's all Hollywood. Y'all make it seem like this not Hollywood. Entertainers gonna entertain. They ain't gonna do nothing in their personal life and make it public. This the new wave right now. If you ain't in a court case, you ain't shit. Music ain't selling, but best believe this news will. She could drop her album tomorrow. Ain't nobody gonna care. They could play it at the Popeyes for a week straight. Ain't nobody gonna download the music. These are entertainment lawyers, entertainers. Shit, let's make some money. You better find you an entertainment lawyer and get in some shit and hope it go viral. That way you get some publishing out the shit. Your name printed out there, blogs, all that. They got to pay you for that. Her name got equity in the Diddy trial. She could retire off of the equity she getting from. They best believe they don't figure out a way to monetize this shit. Or else they wouldn't be working so hard. Look at all these news publications. You got Yahoo, New York Times, NBC. They don't do this shit for free. In order to get on the TV screen, you gotta be with the shit, man. You ain't seen Ali Carter on no CNN, ABC, or none of these big time. Them type of victims don't make it up there because they not in the entertainment industry, man. Every last one of these victims is a part of the entertainment industry. Matter of fact, let me take me a break because I've been talking my shit. Yo, them phone lines open, man. What about the real victims out there? Them people that really been harmed. The people that have really been hurt. The people out there that's really suffering. I guess real victims play a role in society that society want them to play. Once you've really been victimized, you need to stay in the victim's place. At least that's what they making it seem like, especially when you dealing with people that got millions and millions of dollars. You're nothing to these people. Ali Carter, they not trying to buy her a new wig. They want her to stay dusty. Because if they gave her some money, she ain't gonna do nothing but smoke it up. According to them. Now, I don't think that about my beautiful sister. But you can't give money to no crackhead, man. Prime example. Let me give y'all a prime example. Then we gonna get back into this news. Give y'all a prime example, then we're gonna get right back into the news. Every last one of these boys was on dope, and Birdman knew that. They ain't about to throw their money at no motherfucking crackheads. That would have been the dumbest thing they could do. People talking about Birdman ain't pay nobody, Slim ain't pay nobody. If they did, BG probably would have ended up dead. Turk, Wayne, they all would have OD'd if they would have hit them off with all that money at once. I think they did them a favor. Get them a little bit so they could buy some chains, some rings, and get a little high. Instead of getting too high, you don't give all that money to no junkie. Especially if they not integrated in the entertainment world. They hit the hip-hop lottery. They weren't raised up in the industry. They straight from the damn streets. If you would have paid them boys, they would have been dead and a bunch of other people would have been dead too. They actually saved humanity by not cutting them a check. But that's Negro here nor there, man. Y'all make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button because we about to get back into this news. I hope you're ready because we're about to be uncovering a whole lot of stuff, man. So I need you to put on your thinking cap and stop thinking everything is cap. Without further ado, let's get back into this. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Using his business, he's using his bodyguard and others as some sort of a conspiracy, or that business was being used for criminal purposes.
The problem is the government has decided we're going to, whether they like it or not, they have linked the RICO, the criminal enterprise, to the sex trafficking, to the bringing prostitutes across state lines.
So it has to specifically
that is what, not necessarily, but the jury will have no choice but to look for these links. Kid Cudi, all that proves is that he is a very wealthy, very crazy, very jealous lunatic. It's a bad combination to have a lot of money, a horrific temper, and a lot of money.
Let me ask you this then, theoretically. That's interesting. You bring up the that it is going to be linked in the jury's minds to the sex trafficking. Does it legally have to be, or could there be this argument that you had this business, you know, you're running this record label, and you use that business, the employees of the business, including this woman, bodyguards and drivers, and like cars that I'm sure are registered to the business, to commit crimes, whether it's breaking into someone's house, kidnapping allegedly this woman? Couldn't that be the underlying crime?
It could be, but the problem is when we talk about RICO, we talk about a criminal enterprise. Again, like it or not, the jury's going to be looking for profit. When we talk about the classic use of RICO, organized crime, crime families, that is their business. That's how they make money, through extortion, through loan sharking, through prostitution, through drug dealing. That's how the enterprise makes money. We have heard zero about any of these acts having to do with Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever his name is, making $1 off of these things.
Right. Thank you for watching.
He's innocent. I heard enough. They laying it down. They know this trial ain't gonna last for no damn 6. It ain't gonna last for no 6 weeks. And that's perfect for everybody involved. All them weirdos ain't got shit to worry about. Like I've been saying, man, they could keep on being weird and don't have to worry about no kids, victims getting no justice. Because if some real victims get some justice, it's going to be a whole lot of people in trouble. It's going to flip the landscape. It's going to be a lot of teachers retiring. Let Allie Carter get up there and give her testimony and Diddy get life in jail. People really going to be looking around like, okay, what's going on out here? The lady at the daycare going to go AWOL. You're going to go to drop your kids off, it's going to be a close sign on the door. They're going to leave the eviction notice on the damn screen. People do not want them type of problems, man. It'll shut down the whole system be fucked up. Them bus drivers won't even show up to pick the kids up for school. Like what happened to Ernie? Like they all put in their 2 weeks notice. It's going to be a bunch of vacant school buses out there. If a real victim gets some justice, them men that own them Subways and them Dunkin' Donuts, they ain't gonna have a donut to sell. They whole staff gonna fuck around and sue their ass. They be coming out the back looking all stressed out like they just got banged to get more hours on the clock. If real victims start getting real justice, I think the whole economy will fall apart. The slogan is grab them by the pussy. Y'all heard him when he said it. I ain't gonna say who said it, but y'all know who said it. But that's Negro here, no there, man. Yo, let's get into this real quick. Hold on. Let me get this together. Y'all listening? Y'all good? Okay, here we go.
Sean Diddy Combs.
No, they not taking pictures of the picture. I'm done. Yo, cut this shit off, man. Cut it off. I know they not taking pictures of the pictures. Like they really in the courtroom. Who presented this? Pixar? Is this who's behind this? Which one of these companies came up with this shit? The Cartoon Network? who really orchestrated the Diddy trial? Because all this shit is fake. They taking pictures of the picture. Look.
Sean Diddy Combs back in court for week 3 of his sex trafficking and racketeering trial in New York City.
They too old to be freaking off any goddamn thing. Let's be real, man. What her old ass know about a freak off? Some shit from the 1800s. She in there looking like Rosa Parks, talking about Diddy was beating on Cassie. Make a Ike and Turner movie. More money, more problems. What's love got to do with it? What's money got to do with it? What's Diddy got to do with it? Make a movie. They 100 years old sobbing about the past. Whatever she seen with them old ass eyes, she need to keep it a secret. Hold on, look at this, y'all. I'ma shut up. Listen.
Sean Diddy Combs back in court for week 3 of his sex trafficking and racketeering trial in New York City, maintaining his innocence as an ex-assistant takes the stand with damning testimony.
The prosecution may have been trying to make an argument for the kidnapping, which is part of the bigger criminal enterprise racketeering charge that Combs is facing.
Man, shut your ass up. He ain't kidnap her mother. Just because you tell somebody to get their ass in the car, she worked for him. She was at work the next day. She stayed employed with him for years. He kidnapped her one night. Now he a kidnapper. He came to the house and said, man, get your... And come to find out in the court documents, that ain't even how it went down. She told Diddy's lawyers that she wanted to go over to Kid Cudi house to make sure Diddy ain't do nothing stupid because she his personal assistant. Like, I got your back, bro. Like, we gonna go together. She foul. She fucking that nigga. And on top of that, she told Diddy that she was crushing on him and let him know that she was really feeling him and wanted to be with him and all of that. And this all came out in the courtroom. So why, man, I'm gonna shut up. Here we go, man. Let's get back into this.
Capricorn Clark on the stand Tuesday claiming the music mogul kidnapped her in 2011, taking her to Kid Cudi's home, which she claims he broke into, matching the rapper's own testimony from last week.
He described seeing gifts that were unwrapped and that his dog was locked away in the bathroom. So he believed that someone had broken into his house, and he testified that he believed that person was Sean Combs.
Over the weekend, Diddy's legal team reportedly asked the judge to throw out part of Cudi's testimony about Diddy allegedly bombing his car.
The defense pointed out that there was no forensic evidence, no video evidence of Sean Combs being a part of that break-in, and then more importantly, that Molotov cocktail that was thrown inside Kid Cudi's Porsche 911. And I think when we think about where is the racketeering, where is the criminal conspiracy, part of the criminal conspiracy lays out arson as one of the elements. So this is possibly being able to show the arson.
Capricorn, who worked for Diddy from 2004 until 2020, also claimed to have heard him make threats on rap rivals Suge Knight and 50 Cent, all while detailing the hostile work environment that another former assistant, George Kaplan, testified about in court last week.
I think what was interesting for jurors to hear, though, is for him to talk about sort of this violence that he saw and this rage that he describes Combs having.
Capricorn told jurors she was...
All right, man. Let's cut the shit for a second. And I want y'all to really feel me on this, man. Let's just cut it for a second. Now, this the part that we need to be talking about. The people that wasn't famous at these parties. Because when you see the pictures, you know, they want to post pictures of him with the celebrities. But what about the people in the background that got invited to the party? Them the people that be getting screwed over because they amongst quote unquote royalty and they trying to get in where they fit in, and these celebrities trying to get in where they fit in. Them the ones that they take advantage of. The people in the know, they know not to drink out them bottles. The people that know what time it is, they sitting around waiting for them damn them sheeple to come up in there so they can all take full advantage. Yo, prime example. Let me show y'all something real quick. I like to make this point because it really do refer to the Diddy parties and everything. Now, remember on the movie Blade, old girl invited the dude to the party and he thought that he was just coming to hang out. It was gonna be a cool rave party, you know, dance, have some drinks, have a good time. And then he get in there and he noticed that blood coming out the damn faucets or whatever. It's raining blood. Before you know it, everybody they in there dancing with blood all over the place, and he's scared. He like, what the fuck going on? He in there with a whole bunch of vampires, and he the food, and they all go to eat him, and Blade had to come through and save the day. If it wasn't for Blade showing up, the party he got invited to, he didn't know that it was a damn freak off. He didn't know that he was surrounded by bloodsuckers that was looking to eat his fucking flesh. That's like them people that go to these parties. They want to be around the celebrities. They think shit's sweet. That's why Jay-Z said, I show you how to move in a room full of vultures. They will, if you don't know what time it is, they gonna eat you alive. They looking for a damn carcass. Them the people that need to be on trial. Not the people that been working with Diddy, know the ins and outs. They all in the industry. They know what time it is. If they up there to say something, they up there to play their part. They've been working for him in the past. Why wouldn't they want to work for him now? And why would they want to ruin their reputations? Talking about they can't get no work after Diddy. Shit, this must be the biggest payday they ever gonna see. After this one, they may never have to work again. Because if you think you was blackballed before, imagine how blackballed you gonna be after the damn trial. The only way somebody can go forward to take the stand is if they about to get a grip. Now, that's my personal theory. I don't know everything, but that's something to think about. You know what I'm saying?
Forced to take lie detector tests as an employee last week.
I think what was interesting for jurors to hear, though, is for him to talk about sort of this violence that he saw and this rage that he describes Combs having.
Capricorn told jurors she was forced to take lie detector tests as an employee, alleging she was held against her will for days on end until the results were to Diddy's liking, all while allegedly suffering physical abuse at the hands of the embattled star.
With each witness, we get a better understanding and picture of what the prosecution is saying, but the defense always has this opportunity to sow doubt into the credibility of each person, or just try to make a case, obviously, for Sean Combs. So it becomes this sort of back and forth, and the details some days are very interesting, fast.
Hear it from a black woman. They trying to smooth this shit over. Now they want the sister to take the wheel. In the case now that it's about to come to an abrupt ending. Like, let's hand it over to her. Let's smooth this thing over real quick. Now they got her a cleanup trying to explain this foolishness that they put together. So when people connect the dots and know who they heard it from, well, they can put it on her shoulders now. They brought her in. She on the back end. They using her to shrug her shoulders and say, well, you know, it is what it is. That's what she said. That's what he said. I don't know. Got a sister waiting in the cold with a chinchilla on in the summertime to give her testimony, to break it to the people on what's really going on. Because they all pulling out. And there you have it, man. Still no Allie Carter. Ain't nobody seen her. I'm praying for her. I made this video so y'all can do the same thing. Cause they saying she gone, man. People talking about she popping up on IG, but not knowing that them old ass Instagram videos and everything. Look at this, y'all.
You haven't been in the loop with the whole Diddy case. Allie Carter, alongside Cassie Ventura and Rodney Jones, is a major witness for the allegations against Diddy. It mentioned her name.
human teleporter named Shelly Carter. That for whatever reason, everyone wants to come after me, but don't nobody want to go after her.
Hold on, man. This is some bullshit. I'm gonna get some real stuff real quick. Y'all stay tuned while I get this together, man. They got Jaguar in the backseat of the Uber smoking a blunt. We ain't trying to see that right now. Look at this. Get y'all some real news. All y'all gotta do is stay tuned. I got the rest. All you gotta do is put your feet up and wiggle your toes. You ain't gotta do nothing else. This light work. All y'all gotta do is sit back and relax. I'ma take care of the rest. Cause this news I'm about to give y'all ain't nothing but exclusive. Y'all ready?
I just got live.
Damn, they all got that hip hop shit on it. Y'all bear with me. Okay, here we go. Y'all listening? Look.
That night. And threw up in the mother. It's real wild that somebody is actually coming in here to say that I need to go to jail for what? I was in jail. I was in jail when they accused me of what they accused me of last time, and I wasn't guilty of that either. What this is proof of, though, is that somebody in the government keeps allowing me to be set up for crimes I didn't commit. It's wild. It's wild. I keep coming up innocent and don't nobody want to believe it. No, Allie Carter is not telling the truth. She is a fraud, and she's working with an alleged human teleporter named Shelly Carter. That for whatever reason, everyone wants to come after me, but don't nobody want to go after her. Girl. I am very careful. All the time.
Hold on, wait. Jaguar Wright said
I have
Allie
no
Carter.
choice.
Wait, she said Allie Carter a fraud? I thought that was her man's in them. Let me find out Allie Carter been lying this. Why would Jaguar Wright say something like that, y'all? I thought they was both whistleblowers. Come to find out, Allie Carter been faking it and I'm doing videos trying to find out where she at. Wait a minute. Let me do a little more investigations, because I hate to be giving y'all falsifications instead of them documentations. So Jaguar Wright said that Allie Carter is not the real deal, and I'm just now finding out about this? Hold on, y'all. It's gonna take me a little bit. Cut the music off, because now I'm over here sweating. I thought they was on the same team.
Is Allie Carter being silenced?
I'm sure she is. I hope it's not my fault. I made an outcry to her that I'm willing to talk to her.
I was at a Diddy party. I was one of the party favors. But I told you, nobody tells on Diddy. Maria Z, I did that interview in 2021. 7 months ago. We made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them.
It was put upon my spirit to issue out that invitation to a conversation with Allie Carter. And ever since then, it's been a...
Is Allie...
Yo, this is getting kind of crazy, y'all. Because now I'm confused about it. I believed every word that Allie Carter said. But now, and I also believe every word that Jaguar Wright ever said. So if they against each other and they don't trust each other, and each of them saying the other one is lying or whatever the case is, then is it a possibility that both of them is lying about stuff? Hold on, yo.
One time he locked me in containers with his shipment,
of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick.
How the fuck she get out? Diddy put her in a container and sent her ass to Taiwan, and she wound up hustling some money and came back to America, and they found her again. Every time she come outside, the street team van, the Mr. C Hot 97 van, pull up and snatch her up. They put a tracking chip in her like a dog. Hold on, y'all. Now this internet shit got me going crazy. I'm trying to make sense. Y'all need to let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, because I don't know if Allie Carter fake or not. Because usually when Jaguar Wright speak, she be telling the truth. Hold on, y'all.
I know a lot of gay men who adopted their lovers so that they could have legal right and precedence to give them power of attorney, things of that nature. Oh, yeah. It's very common, actually. The simple fact that that woman adopted an adult speaks to that completely.
Wait a motherfucking minute, yo. That's Allie Carter. She got adopted as a grown-ass woman with a Nickelodeon shirt on? How you adopt a grown person?
I know a lot of gay men who adopted their lovers so that they could have legal right and precedence to give them power of attorney, things of that nature. Oh, yeah. It's very common, actually. The simple fact that that woman adopted an adult speaks to that completely. Because that was the culture up until same-sex civil unions were acknowledged as legitimate relationships. It's not legal for you to give the person that you love access to everything if anything happens to you without some kind of legal decree. Gay marriage was illegal. The next best thing is adoption. I don't know if that woman is gay, but there are people who are starting to feel as though that woman is her handler, and there might be more than that. They're not in a relationship. She adopted her. Look, I have the adoption record right here.
Yo, it sounds like she's speaking from experience, because the last time I remember Jaguar Wright was with some chick talking about she was R. Kelly's daughter. And they was in the hotel and it was funky up in there. And they was both running around with booty shorts on. And it was disgusting. Hold on. She got some explaining to do herself, because it looked like she adopted that girl too. She was ugly. The girl was real ugly, and Jaguar Wright had her out there talking about Kells was her father. Her cry was ugly, and I ain't trying to disrespect her, but we just being real. They was both in the... I remember that, man. And it was raunchy the way there was only one bed in the hotel room. And it was foggy in there. She called the cops on Jaguar Wright and Goomba. Was they trafficking her ass? Talking about she black gold. More like black bronze. They slapped a wig on her ass so fast and had her saying that R. Kelly was her biological father. And people still took her seriously. She looked like somebody from the Bebe's Kids drew her ass, man. People always wonder what Bebe looked like. Now we know. Okay, we got to get back into it, because my mind, I don't know what to believe. Jaguar Wright said that Allie Carter was adopted, and the lady is not only her handler, but her lover, and she get paid to freak off with Allie Carter and make up stories about celebrities. Oh man, this shattered my whole shit, man. Can I take Jaguar Wright's word for anything, or should I say that she capping? Somebody help me out, because I don't know.
That woman is gay. But there are people who are starting to feel as though that woman is her handler. And there might be more than that. They're not in a relationship. She adopted her. Look, I have the adoption record right here. That's old school gay culture. Adopt your lover so that they can inherit your things, the money. Because if you don't, your actual biological family listed as next to kin gets it.
No, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Jaguar Wright is.
I don't want to hear the Asian dude.
Oh, but this mention
Get him the fuck out of here.
Carter alleged
Hold on.
it false, right? And that she has come out and subscribed, show some love.
Get him the fuck out of here.
I've extended the invitation to have a conversation with Allie Carter. I've been watching the content. It is accurate. Now, could she be lying and could she be accurate? Absolutely. But we don't know.
Right.
Just like people don't know about me. What I will say is whether or not she's some alleged love child of Tupac or just a child that picked a really, really, really gruesome story so that she could shed light on the fact that she is a victim.
Hold on. She said she a love child of Tupac too? So the other chick claiming to be R. Kelly's daughter and Allie Carter is claiming to be Tupac's daughter. Yo, I done heard it. She do got Tupac teeth though. That might be his damn daughter. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. It's only gonna take a second. Cause come to think about it, she got his eyebrows too. Allie Carter, Tupac. And she looked like a Afeni Shakur a little bit. She was the girl on the Poetic Justice movie? Tupac her daddy? Yo, that's why they was trying to hit her up when she was that's why Diddy had an interest in her. Cause Brenda had a baby and come to find out Tupac was the daddy. Yo, you learn something new every day. Now she missing, she gonna return like Machiavelli. She got that man's teeth. She got his eyes. Oh my God, I never knew this, y'all. Wait a minute.
Man, I have to thoroughly apologize.
No, get him the fuck out of here.
Just found us fast.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Was asking them whether or not be talking not with.
Guarantee y'all got more to lose than we do. We don't have a damn thing to lose.
We'll talk to y'all soon. But you might want to go down that rabbit hole. Come with me.
There are children being hurt.
Yo, that's Tupac's daughter, y'all. I got enough evidence right there. That mouth alone let me know that Pac is her father. Now I see why Diddy did what he did. Because it was revenge. He called Biggie Piggy Smalls. He called Lil' Kim a rat. He called Puff Daddy Buff Daddy on Hit 'Em Up. And when his daughter was born, Diddy was there. Threw her ass in the container with some kids that ain't even speak English and sent her up to Bangkok. And when she came back like Machiavelli, that's when Diddy got paranoid because Jaguar Wright was witnessing everything. Yo, I believe Allie Carter, I believe Jaguar Wright too. I don't trust Diddy, man. Whatever the world got to say, whatever the real victims got to say about him. After hearing what I heard in court, all them people going up there lying, now I believe that Allie Carter's in the Jaguar Wrights of the world. Look at this.
Hurt right now, and the children that need you now.
Should I call?
Oh, hell no. Get this shit out. Get this bitch out of here, man. I don't want to see none of that. They weird, yo. Get that. I don't want to see that. Not on my channel. Delete all of that shit, man. Shit just got weird. Somebody playing games. Is they doing this for shock value on some Orlando Brown shit? I don't know. I'm weirded out right now. Cut that music off. Let's get back into
See, the one
this.
thing that I'm learning about these people is that they don't think anyone will care if they're just little old them. But if they can attach their name to something that the public would be interested in, finally they'll get someone to see them for who they want to be seen as, someone that's been wronged, harmed, a victim.
No, honestly, I would
That's
love to
some
see
deep
y'all
shit,
get it.
man. That's some deep shit. We gonna have to figure it out. Because there is, I witness people will get out there and lie on the man with a straight face and go to court and tell their family, he did this to me. And you got to beat the truth out of people sometimes. I seen it happen, man. And it's the worst thing ever when you see somebody get the truth beat out of them. And they fess up because they can't take it no more. They be like, I lied. Yes, I lied. Like, bitch, that's all you had to say. They will hold on. I hate to say that Allie Carter looked like one of them types that'll do it, but I know they do exist. They'll tell a bold-faced lie and won't budge on it. They'll send somebody to jail. Your ass would be in the electric chair, and they still be holding on to the damn lie. They wait till they 96 years old and on their last breath and be like, I lied, and take their last breath. Look, the lady that accused Emmett Till, she waited until she was damn near 100 years old before she came out and said it was a lie. Hey, I wasn't putting up past nobody. That's why I wouldn't get caught out there with nobody, man. It'd be people, I love you, I need you, I gotta have you, baby. Oh, daddy, oh, baby. Them be the main ones in the courtroom talking about, he touched, he hit, he. They be pointing this shit in the courtroom. I ain't got time for it, man. I don't know if I trust Allie Carter. She look like she don't bruise. Like if she fell down and bumped her head, she'll get up smiling. You go in her bedroom at night, she's sitting up with a bonnet on with her eyes rolled in the back of her head. I don't know if I could trust her, man. But I'm gonna listen to what she got to say. It look like she thinking of a lie right now, man. She like, how I'm gonna fool these niggas today? Like, victim one-on-one, bitch. I'm gonna show you how to ball. Like, rent's due, rent's paid. Another lie, another dollar. I never met Diddy. Fuck him. Can you trust that face right there, man? Probably never experienced missionary a day in her life. And I ain't trying to be funny about it. I'm trying to be realistic about it, man. Ain't never experienced missionary. Never. Not one time. What man would have the nerve? She probably lied about that. Like, yes, I've been missionary before. Yes, plenty of times. Like, you a goddamn lie. The hair stay stank. You can't tell me it don't, because it's cheap. I know a cheap weave when I see a cheap weave. That's that rainbow on pony shit. It come out the bag fluffy. Like, damn, this shit come out the bag looking like cotton candy. The hair ain't got no chill.
Oh my goodness.
That's that clown hair, man. Get that shit from the party shop. Buy one, get one free, and it's only $1. And I promise you, I'm not trying to be funny, but when it comes to trusting people, you gotta look them up and down real hard.
Oh my goodness.
Can't trust a nigga with some knockoff sneakers. Got on bootleg Jordans. He got Michael Jordan on the cover of his tongue of the sneaker taking a shit. You gonna trust somebody? Air Jordan taking the shit on their sneakers? Got Michael Jordan sitting on the toilet on their sneakers. See shirt? Stolen dreams. She got a shirt for inhuman trafficking. Break the chain. Stolen people. She trying to make it seem like she the Harriet Tubman of victimhood or trafficking. Why come she ain't still being trafficked? Who pulled her ass out of traffic, man? Like, I pulled over. I waited out the storm. I was in. This ain't funny, man. I was in traffic, but I did a U-turn. I weathered the storm. Like, I was in traffic. I waited it out. I don't understand it, man. Okay, I'm gonna shut up about it. Let's get into this.
Hi, Roxy. Love you too.
My sister told me don't never trust nobody with crooked teeth. My sister told me to never trust a motherfucker with no crooked ass teeth. Because whatever come out that mouth gonna be mixed and mangled. Just like them teeth, man. I remember it, man. Like it was yesterday. She said, don't ever in your life trust nobody with no jagged edge teeth. That ain't nothing but the devil talking.
Oh my goodness.
That shit looks scary. Woo, she evil. I ain't listening to Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. Whatever comes after that, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, I'm about to get out of here, man. I done took 2 of the melatonins. I'm already doing too much. Matter of fact, we ain't getting no phone call. I'm going to end it there. I ain't going to keep on fooling with Allie Carter. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, man. I got so much. How long I been on here? That's long enough. Be on here for 5 hours. Don't get not one phone call. Y'all got me messed up. But I love y'all, and I thank y'all for tuning in. I really do appreciate y'all, man. And y'all be good out there, too. Let me see. Did I put everything on the table? I did. Yo, and hit that Cash App too, $ Sean Blaze Docs. I would greatly appreciate that, man. Yo, make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Got so much love for y'all, man. Yo, I'ma holla at y'all later.